green marble crochet tutorial. For this tutorial I would like to show you how to make hopefully a very large, very cozy, definitely wintertime hooded cardigan. And it's sort of based off a previous cardigan design that I made in the past. I think maybe last spring, can't remember. Anyway, so yes, I've already made the hood. So the hood has been pre-made, and that's like a separate tutorial that I just made, which I'm going to be using to refer back to every time I need to make something with a hood. So yeah, the hood. And here it is. Yeah, so that's been done. So I haven't tied off, obviously, because for me, like I like things to be continuous and, you know, not to sort of attach, reattach, all that stuff if I don't have to. So yeah, this is just going to be pretty much crocheting straight into the bottom of that hood, and that's going to be the neckline. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. I don't think there's anything else I need to say except that. Yeah, the yarn obviously is the same as the yarn that I used for the hood. Yeah, so what I wanted to do with this tutorial was, obviously I'm showing you how to make it with the hood, but I'm also going to go through and explain how you would do it without, which is, you know, basically just chaining, because there's like 60 stitch spaces at the bottom of this hood for the neckline, and obviously you chain 60 and work off that to just make the cardigan. But yeah, do it with the hood, so. Alright, here's the yarn, yes. And because I started with my green 6mm, I'm going to continue to use my green 6mm. And that's it. I don't think there's anything else we can say at this point. We should just get straight into making it. Okay, so to begin with, I wanted to show you how you would make this cardigan without the hood. So just assuming this is like a fresh ball of yarn, fresh piece of yarn, ignoring the hood for the moment. So what you would do is you would take the end of the yarn and make a slip knot, and then you would adjust the knot to the hook like this, and then you would chain 60. So chain stitch like that, do 60 of those, and you would use this chain of 60 for the base to begin. So obviously this is top down, pretty much everything I make is top down. I haven't worked on anything different yet, so yeah, that's just what we're doing. And you would use this foundation chain of 60 as the starting point for your increases for the shoulders and the front and the back. So anyway, we're not doing that though, because today we're making a hooded cardigan. So here is the hood. And what we're going to do now is there's going to be 18 stitches to begin with for the front, 18 for the back, and 12 for each shoulder. But straight off the hood we're going to start our increases. So just bear with me as I show you how to do this, and you know, if it's not making much sense at the moment, which I hope it will eventually start to make sense. And once we get to a certain point I will try it on for you and show you how it looks. But to begin, let's just begin. Alright, so what we're going to do straight off the hood that we've made, we're going to chain up 2, and then turning to the neckline, so that's the ends of the rows of that hood, and there will be 2 stitch spaces per double crochet post at the end. So you can see there's that double crochet. So what we're doing is we're going to count 9 double crochets along. So yarn over, double crochet into the first. I want you to be able to see it. So yarn over, double crochet into the first of those end double crochets. 1 and 2. So you can see I've used 2 spaces at the end of that. And then moving on, we've got 3 and 4. So you can see it's pretty easy to see where you should put your stitch into the end of that double crochet. So that's 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. So that's the first half of the front of your cardigan, because obviously where the hood joins in the middle, that's going to be the front, so that's where we've started. Now, we've done 9 for the first half of that front. Now, we're going to be starting our increases, like I said, straight off the hood. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the first of the the first of the 12 stitches for the first of the shoulders. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're going to start increases. So that is 1 double crochet into the next space, followed by a chain 2, and then another double crochet into that same space, and we're counting that as the first of the 12. So obviously count that as 1, and then 2, and 3, and count all the way along till you get to 12. Alright, so here I am. So I've done 12 double crochets from that first increase. Now what I'm going to do on this 12th double crochet is I'm going to chain 2 again, and into the same space where I put the 12th double crochet, another double crochet. So there we go. And we've started the first increase for that shoulder, the first round of increases. Now, into the next 18 stitches, or 18 stitch spaces, just put a double crochet, and I'll meet back up with you once we've done that. Alright, I've completed those 18 double crochets. Now, into the next space along, we're starting the next shoulder increase, so into the next space along is the first of the 12 stitch spaces, and then chain 2 and another double crochet into that same space, and then counting that as the first of the 12, count 12 along, so 2, 3, and there's the 12, and once again for that 12th stitch we chain 2 and put another double crochet into the same space. And now there should be 9 spaces left to put a double crochet into, so 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Oh, there should be somewhere else, so we'll put our 9th double crochet into the top of that chain 2 just there. And there we go, 9. Excellent, perfect, so that's worked out really well. Alright, so that's our first row. Now obviously these increases serve to get the shoulders to a point, or the arm spaces, the shoulder spaces, to a point where the increased sections are going to join comfortably beneath your arms. So what we do for the next round, and what you'll do for all the rounds up until that point when those increases fit beneath your arms, you will be chaining up 2 and turning the work to the other side, putting a double crochet into each stitch until you reach the increased section. So obviously until you reach that point, and always make sure you get your final stitch up until that point into the last stitch, so that'll be just there, just into that space there. So putting a stitch in till you get to the increased section, double crochets into all those stitches. Alright, here I am at the first increase section. Now, what we do is we yarn over and we put a double crochet into the center of that increase section, followed by a chain 2, and then another double crochet into the center of that increase section. Just like that. And there we go, that's the second round of increase sections. Anyway, yeah, so then moving straight on to the next stitch after that section, just like that. Continue along until you reach the next increase section, double crochet into the center, chain 2, another double crochet in the center, and just do that for all the increase sections till you get to the end. And once you reach the end, wait, where am I? Oh yeah, no, that's right. Once you reach the end, you chain 2, turn the work, and just continue on in that fashion until you've grown the sections and increased enough that it's fitting comfortably beneath your arms. I'm going to meet back up with you at that point and show you how it looks. Yeah, so it's as simple as that for the moment, and pretty much as simple as that for good. Anyway, yeah, alright, meet back up with you soon and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so I just wanted to quickly show you that I've now reached a point where the increased sections fit comfortably beneath my arms. So just like that, as you can see. And it's the same on both sides. Yeah. Okay, good. So now that we've done that, I'm going to show you how to join the increased sections. Right, now to join the increased sections, we're going to begin another row as we normally would by chaining up 2 and turning the work. So chain up 2, turn the work, and double crochet into each stitch until you get to the first increased section. So we're going to be starting the row as we normally would, double crochets up to the first increased section. Alright, now here I am at the first increased section. So what we do to join is we find the corresponding increased section for the back. So it's there, we're folding the sleeve in half, the sleeve area. So just like that, fold it. So you see there's the back one, there's the front one. Doing that, folding it in half, and then we double crochet into the center of both of those increased sections to join. So it's as simple as that. Really, really easy. And then bypassing the arm for the moment, we just go straight on into double crochets into the back. And once you get to the when you get to the next increased section, you're just going to do exactly the same thing as you did at that first join. You're going to be taking the front and the back increased sections, folding the sleeve in half, and double crocheting them together, and then working on to, like, bypassing the sleeves for the moment, working onto the front and completing that row. And then what you'll do after that is you'll chain up 2, you'll turn the work, and you'll continue doing straight rows without increases until you've grown the body of the cardigan to the length that you want it to be. And then we're going to start work on the sleeves. So yeah, just keep doing that. Straight rows of double crochets, growing the length of the body, and I'll meet back up with you soon and show you how to do the sleeves. Alright, now that I've grown the body of the cardigan to a decent length that I think I'm happy with, I'm going to start work on the sleeves. So to do that, we're going to take a fresh piece of yarn and making a slip knot. We're going to go back to one of the sections where we joined 2 of the increases, where the where the armholes are, or where the armhole is. Put your hook back through those 2 increased sections, just like this. Then adjust that knot to the hook just there. And you're going to be pulling that through those 2 increased sections, just like this, but don't adjust it too tight because you want it to wrap around those increased sections. Okay, so now just straight from there, chain up 2, 1, 2, and moving into the sleeve, it's as simple as just putting a double crochet into the next stitch along on that sleeve. So just like that, and then double crochets into each stitch till you get to the end of the sleeve. Slip stitch into the chain 2, chain another 2, turn the work, and then double crochets back in the other direction, slip stitch into the chain 2, chain 2 again, turn the work. So yeah, just same principle, except this time we're joining at the chain 2. And yeah, just keep doing that, and from there we're basically just growing the length of the sleeves at this point. So I'll meet back up with you again at the end of this round, and I'll just go through slip stitching and and the chaining up of 2 and everything. Okay. Alright, here I am at the end of the round, and definitely make sure you get that last stitch just there. Just so you don't mess up the stitch count and end up with uneven stitch amounts on the arms. Okay, so now slip stitching into the top of that chain 2, our original chain 2 just there. And just like that. Oh, hang on. Don't think you saw that properly. Okay, so just like that. Now chaining up 2 and turning the work, so you're going back in the opposite direction. I do this just because I like to maintain the continuity throughout the garment of the back and forth kind of pattern. Now also, when you're going back in the opposite direction, don't put your first stitch just there beneath the chain, put it into the next one along, because the slip stitch at the end just there is going to serve as your last stitch. So yeah, double crochets back in the opposite direction, and like I said, slip stitch into the top of that chain 2 once you get to the end, chain another 2, turn around, go back the other way, and yeah, just do that till the sleeve is as long as you want. Repeat the same thing with the other sleeve, and there you go. So we'll have finished then, and once we've done that, we'll meet back up where we'll try on our cardigans, we'll see how they look. Yeah, but I hope this has been helpful so far. And just remember guys, I'm always like available to answer any questions that you have, to the best that I can, you know, the best of my ability. Any help that you need, just ask. Alright, so I'll see you soon, and we'll see how they look. Okay, so here it is all finished. Yes, I think this is cute, but I definitely think it needs more work. The body definitely needs to be wider so I can wrap it around myself. And the hood is a little too big. It's actually much too big, but that's because of the weight of the yarn that I used. If I'd used a lighter yarn, it would be like a normal size. But it's okay. I mean, it's still, I like it. I don't mind it. I probably will wear this out in public. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope that you like the design. Also just wanted to quickly say that if anybody would like to send me pictures of the things that they've made of these designs, I would really love to see them. Okay, thanks for watching.